Hello and welcome to another 15 Minutes Deep. Hope everyone is doing well. Today we have a very bright and intelligent young lady presenting. Don't let her age fool you. She knows how to handle the word and she's got a lot to share with us today. So Lydia, Mondy, take us on down through there.
All right. Hello, everyone. I'm going to be coming out of 1 Peter 5:8, and our theme for today is going to be the roaring lion that Peter warns us about. So let's look at 1 Peter 5:8. It says, "Be alert and of sober mind. Your enemy, the devil, prowls around like a roaring lion looking for someone to devour." So first of all, Peter was very specific in what he chose to call the devil. Why didn't he call him a frog or a goat? But he could have called him a hyena. But when it came to describing how the devil hunts the souls of men, Peter used the roaring lion. So let's find out why. So the Hebrew word for lion is leon, L-E-O-N, and it means a lion or a brave and mighty hero. And here's a little fact. Typically, a roaring lion is an inexperienced young lion kicked out of a tribe for causing division and insecurity. Generally, the roaring lion wanted to dethrone its own father, the Lion King, to own the entire kingdom and the tribe. This lion becomes a wandering wanderer that walks in search of another tribe to kill another Lion King. This rebellious lion can even join others and form a band of roaring lions ready to kill any Lion King to steal with its tribe. So let's look at firstly, what kind of animal is a lion? So we all know what a lion looks like. It has big yellowish, brownish cat with huge feet, and it has strong shoulders and a beautiful mane. And lions are fairly large creatures. A grown lion can be anywhere from 5.5 to 8.5 feet long from head to tail, and a lion can stand about 4 feet tall at the shoulders. And so this lion is incredibly powerful and fearsome, but there are other animals more powerful, but few that are more fearsome. And so an example, elephants are more powerful than lions, but an elephant's prey usually does not consist of humans, so we don't fear them as much. So in July 2013, there was a lion in a small zoo, and he escaped from his enclosure and killed a worker with one powerful swipe of his paw. The lion broke the worker's neck with one hit before she even had a chance to defend herself. Now, why did the lion do that? Because it is in the lion's nature. It is a powerful killer, and the devil is like a lion in a way that he is not all powerful, but he is powerful, and it is in his nature to kill and to destroy. Let's read John 10:10. It says, "A thief comes only to kill and steal and destroy. I have come so that they may have life and have it in abundance." The lion is also an expert in camouflage. He has a yellowish brown color that conceals him in the tall grass. Now keep in mind, the lion does not necessarily live in the tall grass. That's only where he hunts. And again, we can see how the devil is like a lion, as he is a master of disguise. I'm going to read 2 Corinthians 11:14 through 15. It says, "And no wonder, for Satan himself masquerades as an angel of light. It is not surprising then if his servants also masquerades as servants of righteousness. Their end will be what their actions deserve." So the devil, we see he is a master at disguise, and he will do his very best to make something that is dangerous look innocent. Lions also have excellent night vision, great sense of smell and hearing, all which make them expert killing machines in the darkness. So almost all of the National Geographic movies show lions hunting in the day, but that's because it's hard to film at night. Now, lions will hunt in the day if the opportunity presents itself, but they prefer to hunt at night because, darkness helps to cover its movements, and it's easier for them to be sneaky. So lions prefer to do their hunting at times when they'll have the biggest advantage over their prey. And the devil, he does the exact same thing. He will stalk you under the cover of darkness. But if you walk in the light, you can see him much more easily. He will still try to exploit your weaknesses even when you walk in the light, but you can see him much more clearly. Saying this to say, don't wander around in the darkness. Proverbs 4:19 says, "But the way of the wicked is like a deep darkness. They do not know what makes them stumble." John 11:10 says, "But if anyone walks in the night, he stumbles because the light is not in him." Lions will also hunt during storms, as the noise and the wind make it harder for prey to see and hear them. So saying this to say, stay alert when trials and tribulations come. Don't allow yourself to become easy prey for the devil as you fight through your storms of life. So a lion's feet are even made for killing. Not only do his paws look incredibly large and powerful, but he has claws up to 3 inches long. And sometimes a lion uses his claws to inflict deep wounds in order to weaken his prey. And at other times, he will sink his claws in deeply so he can hang on while his prey tries to run. The lion's jaws are also large and powerful. He literally paralyzes its prey in matters of seconds so that it cannot fight or run. And then he rips his prey to shreds as he devours over it. Lions spend between 16 to 20 hours each day resting and sleeping, but while they are awake, they are looking for an opportunity to hunt, to expand their territory, or increase their pride. And a pride is a group of lions living together. And so the devil does the exact same thing. The only thing he does is hunt, expand his territory, and increase his pride or family. So in 2008, there was a drunk visitor who fell into a lion cage at a zoo in India, and the lioness mauled him but did not kill him or attempt to eat him because she was just defending her territory, and that visitor was an unwanted intruder. So saying this to say that there will be times when you do something as a child of God that will threaten the devil's territory. Don't think for a moment that he's just going to sit around and do nothing. One lion researcher wrote about a time he watched a group of gazelles pass through some thick underbrush to get to a water source, but the underbrush was occupied by a pride of lions who immediately killed and devoured one of the gazelles. Over the next 2 hours, that same herd of gazelles, having forgotten the danger, tried 2 more times to get the water, and 2 more times them lions had a feast, y'all. So how often do we put ourselves back in dangerous places or situations where we know the lion has struck and killed many times before? We have fallen, we have seen others fall, and yet we wander back into dangerous territory again and again. Let's move on to point 2. What does a lion eat? So lions are carnivores. So it's possible for them to eat vegetables, but they're never satisfied with that. They want meat. They've been observed to eat giraffes, water oxen, antelopes, gazelles, rodents, reptiles, hippopotamus, elephants, people, and sometimes even their own cubs. So basically, a lion will eat anything. Nothing is safe from the lion, just as nobody is safe from the devil. As saints, we are prone to be in constant battle with this roaring lion, but you are to put on the whole armor of God, that ye may be able to stand against the schemes of the devil. Lions will usually respect an animal larger than themselves, but they will still attack. They just attack as a group, because as a group, they can hunt anything, large or small. Most lions are selective hunters. They pick off the weak, the young, and the stragglers. And again, we can see how the devil, as a roaring lion, walks about seeking whom he may devour. So those of you who are spiritually weak, those of you who are likely to stray away from the footsteps of the shepherds, you are especially in danger. So let's move on to point number 3. How does a lion hunt? So lions use 2 basic hunting methods, and they stick to them because their methods work. They know which method works best for each situation, and this is just like the devil because he found very effective tools, and he has been using them quite effectively ever since the Garden of Eden. The first method is called the grandmother's footstep method. This is where the lion slowly steps closer and closer until he is really close, and he only moves when his prey is not looking. If his prey happens to look directly at the lion gonna start acting nonchalant as if he's not interested in hunting. The prey does not know it's in danger, and so the lion slowly advances until he's really close, and then he pounces its prey. So this sounds familiar because the devil likes to sneak up on us. You thought you were safe, you thought you could have fun in lion country, but now the devil is all over you and you wonder how it happened. He slowly crept into your life, and then when you were unalert, he attacked. He allowed you to have your fun and enjoy the pleasures of sin for a season, but when it was too late to escape, he attacked and your life was devoured. The devil wants you to think that nothing unusual is happening while he hunts for your soul, and then when he attacks, we sit back and say, why is this happening to me? Well, it was because you've been careless. You were not sober and vigilant. 1 Peter 4:12 says, Beloved, think it not strange concerning the fiery trial which is to try you, as though some strange thing happened unto you. The next method of how lions attack is called the surround and attack. So how this works is a pride of lions will actually spread out and surround an animal that is too big or too fast for just one lion. Let's take an animal, an elephant, for example. So the first lion will jump up on his back and sink his claws and teeth to hang on. And then slowly the pride of lions close in and patiently bite and claw until the elephant is worn out. And then when the elephant falls down, the lions begin to kill and eat it. And the devil, he does the same thing. If he can't move in for a quick kill, he will take his time, slowly weakening you until he can finally move in for a kill. So for smaller animals, the lion will simply slack the back legs to trip it up. And then when it falls, the lion goes straight for the head and the neck. Bigger animals take more time and you got to slowly wear them down, but smaller animals can be tripped up and devoured quickly and easily. But whether big or small, y'all, nobody's safe from the devil. And one thing about lions is they are incredibly focused. Once they have their mind set on a prey, they never let it out of their sight. Let's not forget about that loud and terrifying roar. Lions are known for their fearsome roars. You can hear a lion roar from 5 miles away. And when a lion is about to pounce its prey, sometimes it lets out a loud roar that confuses and virtually paralyzes the victim with fear. And lions also roar to mark their territory. So if you hear the roar of a lion, chances are you have wandered into its country and the lion already knows you are there. The way a lion eats is also very interesting. So most lions almost always follow a precise eating pattern. First, he eats the heart, liver, and kidneys, and then he goes back to the head and devour everything else from top to bottom. But the heart is almost always first, y'all. The devil wants your heart, and the Bible talks about how we're supposed to protect it. Proverbs 4:23 says, above all else, guard your heart, for everything you do flows from it. And after the devil goes to your heart, he's going to go for your head. This is false thinking, false doctrine, worldly philosophy, all the things. So be vigilant. The devil is a roaring lion who is looking for someone to devour. This means that the devil is on the search. And if you recall, I'm going to read Job 1:7. It says, the Lord said to Satan, where have you come from? And Satan answered the Lord, from roaming throughout the earth, going back and forth on it. So he is searching. He's looking for someone who he can devour. All right, y'all. So it wouldn't be right for me to tell you all these things about how we are prey of the devil and not tell you how to defeat his attack. So there are actually several ways that the Bible tells us how to deal with the devil. Ephesians 6:11, put on the whole armor of God that ye may be able to stand against the schemes of the devil. Ephesians 4:27, neither give place to the devil. And James 4:7, submit yourselves therefore to God, resist the devil and he will flee from you. But specifically coming out of 1 Peter 5:8, it actually gives us a couple of good pointers. So first it says to be sober and vigilant. So the Greek word for sober is nepho, and it means to be sober, to be calm and collected in spirit. It also means to be temperate, dispassionate, and circumspect. Now, those are some big words, so I'm gonna break them down now. Temperate means showing moderation or self-restraint. Dispassionate means not influenced by strong emotion, but able to be rational and impartial. And circumspect means looking on all sides, cautious, prudent, watchful on all sides, examining carefully all the circumstances that may affect a determination or measure to be adopted. The Greek word for vigilant is gregario, and it means to watch. It's a metaphor meaning to give strict attention to be cautious and active. So Peter is telling us not to be influenced by strong emotion, but to be rational and impartial, to have moderation and self-restraint, to be cautious and prudent, watchful on all sides, examining carefully all the circumstances that may affect a determination, to give strict attention to be cautious and active, sober, calm, and collected in spirit. Now let's look at what the fate of this lion is, okay? Revelations 20:10 says, and the devil that deceived them was cast into the lake of fire and brimstone, where the beast and the false prophets are, and shall be tormented day and night forever and ever. Now, real quick, y'all, remember one of the Hebrew definitions for lion is a brave and mighty hero. Well, there is someone else in the Bible that is referred to like a lion, and that is Jesus Christ. He is the lion in the tribe of Judah. So I'm going to read our last scripture from Revelations 5:1-4. It says, then I saw in the right hand of him who was seated on the throne a scroll written within and on the back sealed with 7 seals. And I saw a strong angel proclaiming with a loud voice, who is worthy to open the scroll and break its seals? And no one in heaven or on earth or under the earth was able to open the scroll or to look into it. And I began to weep loudly because no one was found worthy to open the scroll or to look into it. And one of the elders said to me, weep no more. Behold, the Lion of the tribe of Judah, the root of David, has conquered so that he can open the scroll and its 7 seals. So Christ is the lion in the tribe of Judah, y'all. Now, a lion of a tribe symbolizes a leading lion, the lion king. It is the protector of its tribe and family. It gets up to eat, to pair, and to care for its cubs. And then it returns to position to rest, fixing attention to its borders, awaiting dangers. Now, the dangers that could possibly come past if a roaring lion enters its territory. So when the lion king spots one or more roaring lions, it gets up, fights them all at the same time, and generally the king defeats them. And if you remember from earlier, typically a roaring lion is an inexperienced young lion kicked out of its tribe for causing division and insecurity because it wanted to dethrone its own father, to own the entire kingdom and the tribe, and it's now wandering about in search of another tribe to kill another lion king. So wrapping this up, y'all, Jesus Christ is compared to the lion of the tribe in terms of the majesty and power that his being represents, and in terms of the protection he gives to his chosen people, to whom he defends with all the strength of a lion. And this is why, being by his side, we can have the security of a protector who takes care of us daily and who is vigilant against the enemy's stalking. Thank y'all.
Wow, Lydia, that was awesome. That's my little sister, y'all. She just gave us a lot of good information. So real quick, let's get a few takeaways. What's something something that you walked away with from what she shared?
Hello. From start to finish, she went all the way through it. She walked it. Nothing else needs to be said. She's the money, y'all. That's all you got to know. She's the money. Thank you so very much.
Thank you.
That was extremely powerful. I often had heard or thought that the lion that roared was an older lion. And you brought correction to that today and said that was a younger lion. And so thank you. Excellent content.
Thank you so much.
I just love the information you gave about how the lion approaches its prey. It just gave me more of a visual about what we need to do to prevent ourselves from being overtaken by the lion. The fact that he attacks the heart first and then goes for the head. He tries to attack us when we're not looking, when we're not aware. And then the fact that we have a protector, all of those things. I just love the whole thing. It was wonderful. Wonderful.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
I agree with that. Start to end. Perfect. Well said. The part that I enjoyed that you emphasized twice is that a roaring lion is also often a young lion, one who's already been thrown out of the pride, and it's before trying to overtake the king. And so when you think of all that Satan is, his position, his being cast out was for that very reason. So the fact that Peter, references that almost historical detail is powerful, and you brought that out. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it.
All right. Well, thanks again, Lydia, for that awesome presentation. That is going to do it for today. If you would like a copy of the recording and the notes, sorry about that. If you would like a copy of the email and the notes, you can email mondygirl2@gmail.com. That's going to do it for today, 15 Minutes Deep. Tune in next week for the same, at the same time, same day, for another 15 Minutes Deep. Everyone have a good day.